Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, my name is Anton. Hopefully all of you guys are having a fantastic day because we're going to be returning to Pink on the channel. And this is a big shout out to Merek from the Patreon for requesting this one. And so this is Try. And I vaguely... I think I might have heard this one on the radio like years ago. Because I feel like there's a song that kind of goes like try, try, try or something. I'm not quite sure, but it would have just been passing on the radio, so I promise I haven't listened to it in my own time. But as always, if you guys have any artists you want me to check out, leave a comment down below and I'll throw them on our weekly Discord vote. And if you want to vote on what artists come on the channel, third link down below to join the Discord. And also if you want to hang out with myself and the entire Arc Vision community. And that's it, so let's get into Pink. Try. I don't recognize this at all.
Ever wonder about what he's doing? How it all turned to lies? Sometimes I think that it's better to never ask why.
Good kind of pulsating instrumental.
Where there is desire, there is gonna be a flame. Where there is a flame, someone's bound to get burned. But just because it burns doesn't mean you're gonna die. You gotta get up and try, try, try. Gotta get up and try, try, try. Gotta get up and try, try, try.
Okay, so that is exactly what I remember happening, but I don't remember the other part of the chorus. But it's so different, like listening to this song now with the music video. It's much more emotionally intense, like because I think I'm not sure. I can't say as a guy, that's not true. But just with my musical taste, when I listen to music on the radio, it's not good. It's not great, but I can put things in boxes. Like if I listen to something on the radio, I automatically quarantine it into it's probably not great music. Like I just immediately, like I literally prejudge it, like prejudice, right? And it's funny because now with this channel, me being confronted to listen to some songs that were on the radio is interesting because also I feel like a responsibility in this role to like find the best aspects of art no matter what it is in front of you. And so like watching this, it's actually not very hard to find the best aspects of this because this music video is very powerful. And Pink, as you guys have been saying, she's a phenomenal choreographer, like dancer. And yeah, she's actually quite built. I never noticed that, but like she's very muscular. And just seeing this is very beautiful. And then like listening to like actually paying attention to the lyrics is way deeper than when I would kind of casually listen to this song on the radio. So anyway, let's go back 15 seconds for us.
You gotta get up and try, try, try. Gotta get up and try, try, try. Gotta get up and try, try, try. Funny how the heart can be deceiving. More than just a couple times. Why do
I like the guitar there.
love so easy, even when it's not right? Where there is desire, there is gonna be a flame. Where there is a flame, someone's bound to get burned. But just because it burns doesn't mean you're gonna die. You gotta get up
ebbs and the flows.
Ever worry that it might be ruined? And does it make you wanna cry? When you're out there doing what you're doing, are you just getting by? Tell me,
shit.
are you just getting
That's amazing.
by? Where there is desire, there is gonna be a flame. Where there is a flame, someone's bound to get burned. But just because it burns doesn't mean you're gonna die. You gotta get up and try. Gotta get up and try. You gotta get up and try. Gotta get up and try. Gotta get up and try. You gotta get up and try. Gotta get up and
Aw. Makes me emotional a bit.
Gotta get up and try.
Yeah, the emotion in that one crept up on me in a way I was not expecting. Like, man, going into this one, like with the preconceived notion of I might have heard it before and I think I know what song it was, and like not really liking that song on the radio when I heard it. This would be one that I just kind of turn off. But yeah, definitely like actually, believe it or not, this one made me kind of go in several directions. There's a lot of thoughts I have. Kind of three main ones. The first one is the duality of the video and the song of like love and hate. Secondly, almost like the Buddhist message behind the song that's actually incredibly profound below the surface. Where there's desire, there's going to be a flame or a spark. That's like, especially with all the stuff I'm kind of studying right now, like Buddhism and Taoism and stuff, like that one kind of crept up on me and I went, wow, that's way deeper than I first expected when I heard that lyric. It just kind of set in afterwards. And the third idea I had that I will talk about is just Pink's career and how she's been able to kind of like adapt her sound to fit whatever is musically the status quo while still retaining kind of her artistic expression and still staying true to herself and still making below the surface emotionally charged music. Like I didn't like, again, like when I listened to the song on the radio, it didn't hit me as an emotional song. I should have paid attention to the lyrics because it obviously very much is, but it just goes to show, like, behind the pop sheen, some artists can still retain their humanity. I think that, like, a lot of, like, I just put on a pop song. I put on something by Taylor Swift today. Because I was just like, she came out with a new song. And I was like, okay, like, let's listen to something by Taylor Swift and see if I like her as an artist, because then I might do that song. And maybe it was just that song, but it just didn't hit me. Like, I just emotionally, I just didn't feel anything. It just felt blank. Like, Taylor has a good voice. She's a great artist, but for me, I don't think I vibe with her. Where I vibe a lot more with Pink, Avril Lavigne, and Kelly Clarkson. These artists really kind of get me. I don't think I've cried to Kelly Clarkson, have I? And I definitely haven't to Avril Lavigne, I think. And I haven't till Pink. And I wouldn't say I cried in this one, but like it's just like a couple. My eyes like got like to that point where you're like, yo, I feel like tears coming on. Like, and I think like my eyes went glossy and glazed over. I was feeling the emotion of this one. But yeah, so the first thing is we'll jump in the lyrics here for a second. Oh yeah, and then that's something I want to talk about is what I talked about, like the hot and the cold, the passion and the fire of the video. I thought it did a really good job of kind of explaining where a lot of people are at in their relationships nowadays. Like, a lot of people, I don't think, have healthy relationships. They have very toxic like emotionally charged, ebb and flowing love and hate relationships. And that isn't to say that there's like a good person and a bad person in the relationship, and that like, you know, the guy's an asshole or the girl's a bitch. Like, it's not that. It's just like, I think most people like because I've been in series of those relationships. I've actually never had the opposite. I've never had like the kind of relationship I know I'm capable of having. That's eluded me up until now, because I've just had a lot of I wouldn't even call them toxic relationships, because at this point they're just normal. Like, I think they're par for the course for almost all people. I think 95% of people, 99% of people are in these very traumatic relationships. And yeah, there is no good or bad. It's just like, you know, we're all broken, we're all kind of fractured, and we're all trying to put ourselves together, but we keep hopping from relationship to relationship. It's like the moment we break up because we were cheated on, or even if we weren't cheated on, if it was just like very traumatic, like again, like this love-hate kind of thing, it is difficult. And then when you break up, you find a guy or a girl that's just like what you just had. And then you keep wondering, why do I keep running into the same kind of person? And it's because, you know, you're a magnet for a certain kind of vibration. You're a magnet for a certain kind of person. And, you know, they're a magnet for you. Right? And you will always continually find these people of certain like vibrational frequencies. Like, there's certain things about them below the surface that are the same. Like possession, but like possessiveness. That will be probably something that you'll find in all of your relationships, if that's a theme of your life, of your relationships. Like, some people have like very explosive partners that keep finding explosive partners, or possessive partners, or jealous partners, or whatever it is, whatever negative thing you've attached to it, you'll continue to find that until you're not a match for that anymore. Because there's something about you where you probably don't have boundaries. Because I know that's been a problem in different relationships that I've been in, is one party won't have very much boundaries, and then the other will instinctively prey upon that and be very possessive. And you think they're being an asshole because they're possessive, but you're actually inviting the possessiveness just in your demeanor, because you don't have those boundaries yet. And again, it's not about fighting. It's just about, once you put up those boundaries, you won't attract people into your life that will prey on a boundaryless person. And so I find that interesting. And then the lyrics in this one were very good, very, very deep. And again, deep on the surface and below the surface. Like, when I look at it, it actually is deep on the surface. Like, I think anyone could see it. But again, it's just interesting. Oh, it is produced by Greg Kurstin of Adele fame. He's produced some phenomenal songs by Adele on the 25 record. He might have done some stuff on the 21 record, but I don't think so. But yeah, ever wonder what he is doing, how it all turned to lies? Sometimes I think it's better to never ask why. That's interesting. You could almost look at that two ways. Like, almost a higher perspective, like it doesn't actually matter why, kind of like what I talked about. It's just the way of the world when you're a certain way. But it's probably more she's beating herself up and she feels bad about it, and she doesn't want to confront why, because it would open up all these things she has to change about herself and grow and evolve into. And I don't want to say change, because I don't think we change ourselves. I think we cast away parts of what has been thrust upon us that are not ourselves. A lot of behaviors that we've mimicked from our parents and society and, you know, everyone around us. And then, yeah, I love the chorus of this one. Where there is desire, there's going to be a flame. Where there is a flame, someone's bound to get burned. But just because it burns doesn't mean you're going to die. You got to get up and try and try and try. Yeah, that's subtly very deep. Because, yeah, like, you know, that's the whole Buddhist idea, is you can't have desires because desires lead to suffering. If you need something, you will suffer until you have it. And by the very nature of the universe, it seems, we don't get what we desire for a long time. That seems to be like embedded in the universe in some ways. Like, whatever you like there's many desires that you can have and you get them, but like the real ones usually elude you for a very long time. Because it's almost like the universe is like, it won't give you that until you deserve it. Like you've again, it's like, if you want this amazing relationship and you keep getting possessive boyfriends, it's like you can't have what you desire until you're a match for what you actually desire. And so you might have 10 relationships of possessiveness, and it's a flame because you desire this thing so bad, but you're not getting it. And not only are you suffering because you don't have what you want, but you're also suffering because you're in a relationship that's potentially toxic. Yeah, that's a very good line. And then yeah, it's true. But just because it burns doesn't mean you're gonna die. It feels like you're gonna die, but you won't. And when it's over, you'll be a stronger person. And I don't even like saying stronger person because, like, kind of believing you're a stronger person, you always need something to confront to prove to yourself you're still strong. And so you end up in a life where you're just confronting things after confronting things after confronting things. And you wonder why you keep attracting these negative scenarios. It's because you're literally predicating your identity and your value on how strong you are. So it's more like I like to look at these things like, you know, you go through hell so you can help other people. Like that's how I kind of see things. It's like, you know, sometimes I look at my life, I'll be like, why the fuck am I just like rung through the ringer like with certain things in life? Like for some reason people don't worry about this stuff, but I do. And it's just like, you know, even yeah, some of the beliefs I have or shame or I don't even know, just my analytical mind, I can find problems almost anywhere. And sometimes I wonder, like, why do I have to deal with this? And it's probably because I have to figure out these weird relationship dynamics or friendship dynamics or traumas. Like, I've had obviously a lot of wounds and traumas, and I think in some sense I have to go through them because I'm probably meant to help people in that area. Because, and some of the things that I'm dealing with, I've tried to look them up on the internet, and nobody seems to have answers. So I feel like I'm probably going to end up being a pioneer in some way in those specific things. And then I'll probably have to kind of bring them to the world in some sense. It's like, yeah, sometimes I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be that guy though. I don't want to have to be the guy to go through all this shit by myself, not knowing how to get through it just so I can help people. Like, I know that will be what my life's about, but right now, sometimes it's difficult. Sometimes it's difficult to figure out like how to deal with like burnout and like balancing your work life, your business, and your actual life. And are those things separate? Are they the same? Is there actually any difference? You know what I mean? Playing around with like, you know, daily routines and weekly routines and stuff like that. But yeah, funny how the heart can be deceiving more than just a couple times. Why do we fall in love so easy, even when it's not right? Yeah, I know I fall in love really fast. That's been something that's got me into a lot of trouble in my life. It doesn't take a lot. But then again, I think we all fall in love almost instantaneously. But I think our rational mind kind of blocks it in some sense. Because like I'm reading this book right now. I'm reading a romance novel called Beach Date. It's a really good book actually. And one of the characters is very emotionally stoic. He's not very emotional, but it's because he's been fucked over so many times. So the question is like, so you might be like, oh, why do I fall in love so easy? And why does this other guy not fall in love so easy? He's like, he does. He's just like literally lying to himself. He's put up so many walls so he can continue to lie to himself that he doesn't fall in love easy. Because if he actually did let his walls down, he'd fall in love like that. You know what I mean? Because I think, yeah, falling in love, and I don't even think it's falling in love. I think it's falling in lust. I think it's falling into infatuation. It's falling into chemicals. And I think those chemicals work so fast. Because I know I've had relationships that like sparked in a day. You know what I mean? I met somebody and it was just a spark. And then it was like, that was on my mind for the entire day. And then like, then we were pretty much in a relationship like the next day. Like it was not healthy, but it's just like, yeah, like it's not like a lot of people think like, oh, you go on 3 dates, then you fall in love. It's like, no, if it's a certain kind of person with a certain kind of nervous system that like matches up with yours, that thing happens so fast. It's like the dates that have to take a long time, those are usually, and not all of the case. Sometimes, you know what, there's caveats to that too, because sometimes you're friends with somebody before you feel anything for them. And then after a while, you end up falling for them, right? But then again, you could even say maybe it was like a split second thing where you go from friends to having feelings. So even that could be like, it's just like the right time and place. And maybe that's the thing is like, yeah, maybe even people that could be lovers, like there's a song by Bobby Bazzini called Strangers. And it's like, you could say we're strangers, but maybe we're just lovers that haven't met yet. I love that line. I think it's so profound because it's like, yeah, what if, you know, literally it's like, not like, let's say you and someone are soulmates. Let's just use that kind of thing. It's like, maybe even if you met each other at the wrong time, you wouldn't actually link up. maybe like soulmates are soulmates at specific times in life. And literally, they only like turn into soulmates when certain kind of criteria are met in each of their respective lives. So that's a hypothesis too. I don't know. But anyway, this was a great song. Thank you, Merek. And if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to request songs like Merek did and check out any of our full album reactions, definitely join the Patreon, first link down below. Also, if you enjoyed anything I talk about this stuff all the time on my podcast, and that's also linked down below. And if you guys enjoyed the video and you want to help out with the YouTube algorithm, definitely leave a like, leave a comment, and keep sharing these videos if you'd like. It goes a long way. So thank you to anyone who's passing these to friends and family. I appreciate it. And that's it. So I'll see all of you guys again tomorrow. I love you. Peace.